Hello everybody. So in this video we will be covering making methods in JavaScript, and at this point in time, if you're following along with me, you are a little bit more comfortable with objects, and so this will be building off of that. Like I said before, I have to kind of give gratitude to the LinkedIn Learning instructor for essential JavaScript training, and these are his exercises and I am simply following through. So in this practice episode, we will be making methods. So we're going to create a method for each of the object properties. The method receives a value to match the property change and create a simple function to replace the current property value with the received value. Okay, and then we're going to test this in the console. So what we'll be doing is we have all of these properties right here. We have the name, etc., and we have these functions, right? We're already given a sample function right here, or sorry, I should say a sample method, and this method as well. Okay, so we have one that will change the lid status, and we have another one that'll change the strap length. Okay, cool. So we should also have one for the name. So we're gonna call this new name, and the best practice is to state it as a function. Then we're going to pass in the parameter of name. We're going to use our squiggly brackets, and then because we're creating this function or this method inside of the object, we use the keyword this. So this name equals the new name, and that is it. So what we're saying with this function here is that we want to pass in a new name as the current name. So this will change the name as it is. Okay. We're going to create another one, and this is for volume. So new volume, and then we're going to use the keyword function, pass in the existing volume, the squarely brackets, this volume equals volume, and close that out. And then lastly, you kind of get the concept at this point. We're going to change the color, and then we're going to change the pocket number. Okay, cool. So now we have a function for each of the corresponding properties, and yeah, so these functions, they receive a value to match a property that we're going to change, and they replace it. Okay, cool. So now we're going to start up live server once again, and like you'll see, there'll be nothing here. Nice. So we have our console. Okay, cool. And I don't know what this is. We don't need a favicon. I don't know why it's not getting. Okay, hide this message. There we go. And then we'll also clear console history or hide message. There we go. Okay. So now we have. Oh. Okay, there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, so I have my backpack object, and I am going to say dot new name, or sorry, new name, and the parameter that I'm going to pass in is awesome. I should pass it in as a string, awesome backpack. Cool. So this will give me undefined, which is completely normal, because this is not how you pass in parameters. Okay. So if I try this once more and I get rid of that, then it'll just tell me this is the function. Okay, that makes sense. So instead, what I'm going to try doing is I'm going to try and say something along the lines of backpack.newName, and instead of trying to set it, I'm going to just try and set it like this. Awesome. Okay. There we go. So now I've set the, instead of what it was originally, which was everyday backpack, I've now set it to awesome backpack. So if I call the object again, which is backpack, now the new name is awesome backpack. Awesome. And there's also this other prototype object that I want to kind of give a little attention to, which all of the objects that we'll make in JavaScript are based on the prototype object, and so they're all sort of like replicates, you could sort of say, of the prototype object. And this is kind of like well known. So even if I want, what I could also do to demonstrate this is console log backpack dot value of, and then what I want to get the value of is sorry, you know what I'll do, backpack dot pocket number dot value of. Okay, so that did not do that because I misspelled it. Console dot log backpack dot pocket num dot value of. So I don't have a function that says value of, but because it is using the prototype, which is what it's based off of, I can now get the value of just the core value of pocket number, which could be useful if I need to pass this in as a parameter. But that's basically methods, and that was the exercise number 2 in the series. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for stopping by.